Hello everybody, Salty Walty is back. I have a match in my Gundam Gerbera. Gundam, it's the GBO unit 04. So so I'm surprised you don't see this many out. Well, I can't really say that due to the fact I don't tend to play high cost space all that much. But if I need a high cost support type at this cost, it's good. You know, it's going to be this. It's going to be this. I love the way it plays. It's affectionately called the beam spamming Gundam because goddamn can it spam them beams. It's got a unique long sniper beam rifle. It's hits really hard, and then it's got this rapid fire sub beam rifle that hits like a truck if you can land all those hits. It's really neat. I like how it plays. It's very spry in space, and I kind of like that. It doesn't hang around. It doesn't hang about, which makes it really fun to play as. It took me a little bit to get used to. I thought it would have a charging rifle, but it doesn't. So now I got to get used to the insta-stun rifle up in space, which kind of lends it out if you're able to predict your long-range shots real well. You can, you know, counter-snipe really well with this suit. So I'm going to say this. The enemy team fucks up hard. They have 3 raids and no supports, while my team is primarily 4 generals, 1 raid, and 1 support, which is pretty optimal for space. Now, technically, I should be having a bad time because they got a lot of raids, but my side is mainly Xiangs, which pretty much eat anything for breakfast. It doesn't matter what you are, Xiangs will turn you into food. And that's when I found out that this thing has 2 swings. I didn't know that. So, the Gerbera Gundam, lore-wise, never existed. Well, it existed as a frame. After they modified the GBO1 into Spacebound, they're like, you know what? There's really no point in finishing this the Gundam unit, this unit. So Zeon's like, you know what? We'll take that, and they turned the Gerbera Gundam into the Gerbera Tetra, and that's. So if you guys didn't know, the Tetra is a Gundam, just Xeon, with Xeon bits all over it. You can tell by the shoulders and the legs and the waist. They're essentially the same. Now, the design of this, I kind of dig it over the unit, the Gundam unit, GBO3. It's very sleek, I guess, and it kind of gets rid of those ugly ass butt thrusters, and I'm kind of digging just the general vibe this suit throws off. I do find its sub beam rifle a tad on the ugly side. I'm not too much of a fan of that thing, but the rest of the suit I can dig. It's very handsome for what it is. It's technically able to take the GBO1 shield, and I'm kind of sad it doesn't get it in this game. Though I kind of see it would be a little too strong. Now, sorry for my crappy aim. I'm kind of missing a lot of my shots. But again, I don't tend to play space all that much. But now that I have this, I'm kind of finding space a lot more enjoyable. I really like the way this thing plays. It's I was really surprised with how well this rifle hits. I knew it's stunned, but I thought it was a charging rifle because I've never really gotten close enough to one of these to notice if one was charging or not. So this is pretty cool. I like the way it plays. Wow, this little beam rifle is kind of tiny, and I didn't think it was that small. Apparently lore state, oh look at that shot. Lore states that this rifle is actually not meant for power, or is more meant for speed, rapid fireness. And, ooh, another good shot. And I guess they kind of knocked it out of the park. I'm surprised they don't. This thing doesn't have head Vulcans. But I really don't mind that it doesn't. This is me not paying fucking attention. I was having way too much fun in the suit, and just we're having a good old time with this thing. I'm having a lot of fun with this suit. So at 550, this is probably my go-to support if we need one. Otherwise, I'm a little upset that it can't go into space. I mean, on ground, but I think it would be kind of strong on ground too. It's real. Just I don't know. It's pretty neat for what it for its cost. And I'm happy I finally got the dumb thing. It only took for, almost a full year. So that means I got the full roster of the Stardust Memory mobile suits. And I'm only missing one, well, now two Zeta Era mobile suits, and that would be in the form of Super Gundam and the DJ. I'm real happy that Rob was able to get his hands on the DJ. Out of, like, I think out of all the Zeta Era suits, that is probably my favorite design. Oh, yeah, and I would like to apologize that there's no encounters in space today due to the fact yesterday it was storming in my area real bad, and my computer isn't exactly on the greatest of all. Ooh, look at that lag. It's not on exactly the greatest surge protector there is. So I said, okay, let's call it a quits. So I didn't really want to push it and, you know, have my computer fried. Because without, you know, we're not working yet, and I don't go back till May 18th from what the paper says. Well, the company text says I'm not going back to May 18th, so I really can't be losing my computer, you know what I'm saying? So I chose the safer route and didn't want to, like, cook my computer. This man's iframes. There's really no need for that. You're gonna die, just let yourself fucking die. I mean, our score. But, yeah, so hopefully you guys get it. This is a very fun suit. It's a support that can play like a general, which is crazy. It can play pretty much all, well, except for the raid, but this is pretty good. I'm still impressed. Every time I take this thing out, I'm still impressed with how well it works and how damaging it can really do. I know I didn't. I mean, the scoreboard's gonna say something different, but I'm telling you right now, it wasn't me who carried this, won this fight. It was the Zeongs. It wasn't me. I'm gonna throw that one out there. But yeah, no, this is definitely a fun suit. It continuously blows me out of the water with how well it works. And the fact that you can just combo so well, it's so smooth in its combo ability. It's a really good suit. I'm just infinitely surprised with how well it plays, and I'm really happy that I was able to snag it finally. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the GBO4 Gerbera Gundam. I love its wind pose. I love how it holds that rifle. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let's take a look at the Patreons. I had to edit this image a little bit. We got Proof as the Big Dalton Salt Shaker. He's the last surviving one. The Salt Mages, always Shipper, Casey, JJ Peter, Spud, and Abram Gaunt 8863, and Gavati. I think that's how you pronounce that name. And then we got the Saltlings in the form of Maverick, Momoko Strike, Katamaki, Dragon Spartan 90, Gundam Nuggers, and Ninja Guy 12. I hope you guys have a good day, and I shall talk to you guys later.